Hello again, everybody. I want to welcome my new subscribers. I've been noticing that I've been getting a few more new subscribers, so welcome to my channel. I'm not an expert at resin, but I like creating art with it, and I like doing experiments. My favorite types of experiments are watching somebody make something in acrylics, and then I wonder, can it be done with resin? So I've been doing that, and that's what this black board is for. But first, I wanted to show you, of course. Now, I know I poured, I'm pretty sure I poured from down here, but you can see, maybe it was because the board was a little wonky, and I can see a couple of things stuck in the resin. I have no idea what that is, but you can see that the board is bendable, and that's maybe why that angel wing pour I tried to do yesterday didn't turn out. But the nice thing about it is I did get some drip offs that are going to become jewelry. And at the end of yesterday's video, I had also showed you, I just put all the colors together on the freezer paper. So that's, oh, hang on, adjusting my chair. That's what I did with them. Now first, I want to get this right below the camera. This is an 11 by 14. It's made by Winsor Newton. It's a deep edge canvas. As you can see, I spray painted all of it, except I think I missed one end, which means I'll have to tape off the top and spray paint it some more, because my background, it looks a little like it ran too. Oh well. My background is going to be a black, and then I'm going to mix 3 colors with red, an orange, and a yellow. No, I'm not doing a fire one. I saw, oh, I'm trying to remember his name now, and I haven't even asked his permission to link his video below, but I saw a video the other day where this guy, I think he calls it a pizza swipe. I'm not sure exactly what he called it. Basically, he makes little puddles, okay? Then he's going to put, now he does this in acrylic paint. Then he puts a little cardboard over it, and he has a pin in the middle. That's why I'm using a canvas, because I wanted to make sure I could put the pin in there to keep it in the middle. And basically, he turns it around. And, okay, what is this doing here? Come on, guys. Something is not right. I bet you those stupid staples in the back. Well, I'll have to live with it. I'm not perfect, neither is my artwork. I've already mixed up the resin. I wasn't sure how much I was going to need, because I'm going to need black to coat the whole back. Then I'm going to need the red. I got a red. I got an orange mica powder from Black Diamond. The red, you'll have to hang on a second. I'll tell you as I pick them up. I got a red and a yellow. I got new tints today from ATD. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Jeff. I love my tints from them. They're all made by Just Resin. Go check out their shop. It's at artisttilldeath.com. They get in stuff from out. All the good colors for resin are made out of the country. Most of them are in Australia. So they get them in, and they're based in Dallas, Texas, and they get them in, and then then we only have to pay domestic shipping. We don't have to pay international shipping. Okay, the black I'm going to use the Stone Coat block base tint. Reason I'm doing that is because I want the dots that the little puddles I put out, I want them to sell when I swipe them with the paper. Okay, that looks like enough. So I'm making sure I got enough of the black to cover the background. I don't know if I'm going to have to add some more black maybe around the edges, because I saw him do that too. I think he calls himself Titus, Titus. I'll have to look it up as I'm editing the video to get it. Well, I don't do much editing. I don't really know that much about editing. Okay, there's my black, and it's opaque. Hopefully I didn't put too much in there. Now the yellow I'm using is the Lemon Yellow by Just Resin. I got that from ATD. They're based in Australia, and of course, you don't want to pay the shipping to get it here from Australia, so they order a whole ton of it. They're like a distributor for it, I guess you could say. Okay, I always mix it up in the jar. I don't want it to... I'm not doing a whole lot of the colors, so I'm trying to be a little careful with how much I put in there. I remember today to open... Oh, I forgot to put this powder in first. Duh. Well, I'll just have to mix it slowly. I was scraping it off of the sides a little bit. I'm thinking of transferring all my micas that are in bags, transferring them to jars, because those bags are just a pain in the rear end. Okay, I'll mix these up in a minute. Let me get my stick out. They have a red named after them. It's ATD Fireball. You have to go watch their channel to find out why it's called Fireball. And this one's made by Just Resin too. I've used it before. It's a very pretty red. And I absolutely love using this red. I did see two different channels recreate fire, and they did a pretty good job of it, so try not to spill anywhere. So I know that this red and this yellow is going to work for that. Okay, let me mix up my yellow. Yeah, I can't see the brown of the stick, so that's pretty good. Whenever you stick your stick into a jar to mix up your tints a little bit, I always scrape the excess off, because it doesn't come off very well as you're mixing. You want to get every little bit off of the stick and mixed in there. So that's what I was just doing there. Okay, now the orange, which I'm very carefully going to start mixing it. I don't want to have it spilling over the side, or poofing up, you know, coming up in a little cloud. Okay, now I can mix it faster. I got some of the mica on the stick when I had it in the bag, so I'm scraping all the excess off of the stick so it goes in the cup and mixes in with the resin. Okay, there's the orange. I'll probably have to remix them. Okay, and here is the ATD. Ooh, look how dark that is. The ATD Fireball Red by Just Resin. Okay, I'm just showing you how I mix the cups. Now you see the dark right there? That is pure pigment, and I'm just trying to scrape it off so I can get it down into the resin itself. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to coat the whole back with black. You're not going to believe how he does his swiping. It is so neat. He calls it, I think he calls it pizza swipe. But what it is he takes a piece of paper, well, not paper, more like thin cardboard, and it's the same size as the canvas, and he's marked off on the back, the side that's not going to be touching the canvas. He's marked off the center with an X, and let me heat this up just a little bit to get rid of the bubbles. And then he makes the puddles, and then he has a pin that goes in the middle of the cardboard, and then it goes a little bit into the middle of the canvas. That's why I got a canvas instead of a wood board or a panel. Okay, that should be heated up enough. Okay, alcohol wipes so I can wipe off my finger. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I knew I was at the end of this bottle. That's why I did pull another one out. Okay, so I got that there. Now, I'm just trying to push it just up to the edge. Try not to block the camera either. Sorry about that. There's something, it's got to be the staples under there. So I'm going to have to, well, see, we won't be working, excuse me, I won't be working on this canvas long. Because once you get all this out, you know, spread out evenly, and you make your slick surface on the canvas so the other resin will be able to slide across, it's really pretty quick after that. I'm trying to explain to you how he does it, but I guess you're just going to have to kind of stick around for a couple minutes and watch how I put the cardboard on there and spin it. He does it slow, and I'm going to do it slow too. And basically it's swiping. It's swiping the colors into a circle. And I'm going to put them far enough apart so I have a black center. And then hopefully I'll have the little rainbow, the three colors in a circle. His almost looked like an eye. It was like unbelievable. I can't remember what colors he used. I just felt like using these. Okay, now I got resin on my glove, but I don't want to have it, don't want to waste it, so I'm doing that. I see one or two little bare spots. Okay. You want to wipe off the majority of the resin onto the canvas. Okay. Get rid of the bubbles real quick. I see bubbles in there, but it doesn't take long to get rid of them. Just do it on low heat. This is I got it covered up with tape because I recovered my my on-off switch because I didn't want to ruin this gun by getting resin in it in the on-off switch. This is an Antake. If you go to Artist Till Death's Amazon page, which is linked below my video too, you'll find it on there. Okay, now I'm gonna start with a puddle of red in 4 spots. Right, he measured. I'm not going to measure. He measured his to get them all the same distance. Okay? I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to do 4 circles. And then I'm going to do the other colors. That looks like I made too much, but that's okay. Coasters! Okay, let me mix this up just a little bit. I don't know. I just don't know if the when it sets for a few minutes, if the mica separates. Okay, just about 2 more minutes. Oops, too much orange right there. Oh, well. Okay, and now my yellow, and I'm going to do the yellow. You know what, I'm going to do the yellow right past the orange. I can see it starting to go this way just a little bit. And I may have put too much of the color on there. I won't know until. And if it doesn't work, I can always just add more color and do it a different way. Okay, where'd my piece of cardboard go? There it is. There it is. Okay. Now he did a piece of cardboard that was the exact size of the canvas. Now, this is just poster board. I covered mine in wax paper because wax paper is a little bit slicker with the resin than this is. Now, what he did was he laid it down exactly. And he pushed the pin in. Just it's not exact. Well, okay. Then let me move this so I don't drip in it. Then he made sure it touched everywhere. Then very slowly he did one complete turn. I probably should have heated it up just a little bit, but I didn't. Oh, you can see a little bit of the yellow peeking out right there. And I can see it's wiping off the resin in a couple places, the black, but that's okay. Oh, now I'm figuring the reason he put an arrow at the bottom is so he remember where to stop at. This is not easy with resin. Oh, man. I can see it. You know what? That pin's not doing a damn bit of good. I'm going to do a complete turn, which means I have to turn it until that arrow is pointing at the bottom right here towards me. I know I'm going to have to go back in there with some black to take care of the corners. Okay, now let's see what it looks like. Very carefully, I'm picking it up. Okay, it's not a circle. It's interesting. I like it. I'm serious, I like it. I don't know if this is going to dry as a skin or not. It's on wax paper, so if it dries as a skin, yay. If it doesn't, okay, that's okay too. Now, I am going to go around before I pop the bubbles and add a little bit more black on areas that look like it's missing black, because I can see the canvas. Wow. It looks almost like a feather. It does. It's hard to say, you know, what it looks like, but to me it looks like a feather. Do me a favor and tell me in the comments what you think it looks like. If you think it looks like a ugly blob, then tell me. I mean, I'm open to suggestions, really. To me, now it looks like a feather, but it looks from here, because I'm down here, it looks like that's the bottom of the feather. I don't know if I'm gonna tilt it any. First, let me get rid of the air bubbles and see what it might do. Oh, wipe off the gloves. Okay, because I can see tons of air bubbles. I don't know if you can see it. Well, as far as I can tell, it looks good. I'm not going to do anything else to it. I am looking at it to make sure I got all the canvas covered. Let me turn it around. Okay, get off of their cup. See, I did have some black go over. I did tape the back edges too. Okay, I see a spot right here where it could use a little bit more black. Because I kind of figured that the black was gonna disappear when I swipe, you know, leave bare canvas. That's why I painted the canvas black. Okay, now, to me, it looks like a big fat feather. That looks like the center of the feather. I don't want to do any swiping. I just want to cover up bare spots. I'm not going to try to do this technique on a coaster. Whoops, almost dropped my stick. Well, okay, to me, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it, okay? I'm going to leave it. I don't think it really needs any more movement. It just needs the air bubbles popped. I can see, I'm pretty sure that's air bubbles I see in there. I don't see a lot of them in the middle. I do see them around the edges though. Anyway, well listen, I will show you tomorrow the dried results of this. I see a couple more places that could stand to have just a little bit more black. So anyway, I'm going to shut the video. I'm going to stop the video now because there's not really much else to see. I will put this in there tomorrow. So I want to thank you all for watching today. This was a very fun experiment. I did not know what it was going to turn out to look like. As soon as I get permission, which I'm sure he's not going to mind, I have to add the guy from Germany to yesterday's video because he finally emailed me back and gave me permission. I'm gonna add his link to yesterday's video, and as soon as I get an okay from him, I will add his link for what he did, because he turned out with a lot more in the middle black, but it was also really bare like these sides are on my canvas. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you learned something from this, maybe learned a new technique. I don't know. I got curious when I saw his video. I said, I've got to try that in resin. So anyway, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button below. I love all my new subscribers. Thank you all very much. I love the support. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Make a comment if you want to. I'm open to suggestions. You know, maybe you can tell me something I could have done a little different on this. But But if you, oh, I got this on my chair. I gotta move this up. I'm gonna try to save this and see how it turns out. Anyway, I might do squishy coasters on it too. Anyway, please subscribe to my video. To my channel, sorry. And hit the little bell for the notifications. My goal is to do a video a day for the whole month of January. Then I'm going to scale it back to only a couple of weeks. So anyway, oops, I just noticed how bad this angle was. Sorry about that, everybody. I got to go in there and tighten that. I apologize for that. I don't know why. There we go. Well, now you can see it better. Nope, that's not working either. Oh well, I'm technology challenged. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Give me a like if you liked it. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And hit the little bell for notifications. And thank you all so much for watching. Bye for now.